Hey folks, it's Patriot Nurse, and in today's segment I wanted to veer a little bit off of medical prep and talk about economics just for a moment. Namely, what can we do to prep against inflation? This has been answered in more complex terms by many people who are far more equipped to speak intelligently to the matter than I, Peter Schiff et al. We need to be honest about what is going on around us in the United States, certainly, and in the rest of the Western world right now. Our money is being devalued. We are printing ad nauseum, and because of that and other factors, our purchasing power is going to go down. It has already gone down. Anyone who regularly shops for staple foods will have recognized this by now. So what can we do about this? In a succinct explanation, buy the things that you need. Food. Staples that you go through right now. Toilet paper. That seems a little bit perhaps oversimplifying the matter, but to give you an example, this morning I looked and saw the news, etc., about how bad our dollar is, how the disposable income, basically the income that's left over after taxes for American households, it is at the lowest point since they started keeping records, not just since 1959 when they started keeping records, but it's at the lowest point since they started keeping records. That's not particularly reassuring. So at the same time, while I'm reading this, I'm looking in my cabinet and I'm seeing things that I'm not out of, but I'm getting a little bit low on. And I thought, okay. Fair to say that our dollar is going to be worth less, but now it has a decent purchasing power, relatively. I'm going to go ahead and buy 4 times the amount of, in this case, it was liquid stevia extract. I'm going to buy 5 bottles of this to last me probably 6 months. Yeah, I go through a lot of it. When I was at Costco the other day, they had a wonderful deal on organic, extra virgin, unrefined, I think it was unrefined if it wasn't, sorry, coconut oil. And I thought, well, I can spend $15 on one of these, but it's a really sweet deal, so I'm just going to go ahead and buy a case. So that's what I did. You have to have a degree of flexibility with your income as far as that goes, but the easiest way to take care of yourself for inflation is if you have a little bit of extra right now. You really need to be buying things that you use, and if you buy them in quantity, as long as they don't expire, as long as you rotate your stock, you're going to be served very well by that. Another thing I would encourage you to do, if you don't do gold or silver, which the only reason I would say people don't do gold or silver is because it's expensive and some people just don't have the money for that. Invest in yourself. Invest in wisdom. We don't really value that so much in the United States. We don't really, as a generality, we don't really value classes and teaching and learning because it seems not as cool, not as glitzy, certainly not as concrete as stuff. But our stuff, getting piles and piles of things, our stuff will not save us. If you invest in your mind, in education, in classes, and things that are going to help you problem solve, you really don't have to have as much stuff. The more you know, the less you need. Actually, one of my students was quoting that this past week in Fort Lauderdale. The more you know, the less you need. So you have the choice when you're looking at what to do with your money and how to prep for inflation. Buy the things that you already use. Buy them in quantity, so that way, in the long term, you're going to be hedged against it. But also invest in yourself. Now, if you have the ability to go take a class, go take a day of instruction in something that is relative, I encourage you to do that because it's going to serve you. When you invest in yourself, that's completely hedged against inflation. It is there and it pays dividends like nothing else. So, I hope that was helpful for you guys. Wanted to let you guys know about the upcoming Patriot Nurse classes. In April, I'm going to Yakima, Washington. That class is probably going to sell out. I've got single digits left. The last time I checked, I had 6 spots. So if you were on the fence, then you probably need to make your way on over there to sign up because it's going to sell out. May, I'm going to Indianapolis. That's May 19th. June, I'm going to Greenville, South Carolina and Sacramento. July, I am going to St. Louis and Kansas City. August is Pittsburgh and Denver. September is White Plains, New York. Yes, I'm going to New York, even after they passed the gun ban because I gave my word. So if you are thinking about going, maybe am I going to be closer to you in New York? White Plains, New York. That's where it's going to be. And then in October, I'm going to Las Vegas. November is Oklahoma City. So those are the classes that are coming up. I encourage you guys to make your way on over to the website to, number 1, look at the course description, and then 2, sign up. www.thepatriotnurse.com. So hope it was helpful for y'all. And for now, it's Patriot Nurse signing off, and I'll see y'all later.